Hello friends and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another tutorial on ISTQB Advanced Level Test Management Certification. We are in chapter 3 talking about managing the team, and today shall be picking up the next segment, that is 3.2 stakeholder relationship. And as a part of it, we are starting with 3.2.1, that is cost of quality, and try understanding how significant it is to conduct testing prior to releasing a particular product in terms of the cost of quality. Well, as a part of our discussions in the past, we have understood that how important it is and significant enough for us to perform the required amount of testing in order to avoid failures in the production, that is, in the real world. But certainly, we have not discussed so far that how significant in terms of number it can be when it comes to performing the required amount of testing prior to releasing a product. Today, as a part of this particular tutorial and being a manager, we are someone who is responsible to do this calculation that how much amount we will be investing in terms of testing in order to reduce the cost of external failure. However, we should understand something very important here. The amount of testing which we are conducting is mainly to reduce the cost of external failure. If you don't test a system, of course, there is an X amount of cost involved in failure of the system in the production. But by investing X minus 1, if you can reduce the cost of failure in the market, then certainly that is where it adds a lot of value. Now, testing should be considered in that amount of costing, that how it can reduce the overall cost of failure in the external market by investing a less amount than that of what would be it is going to be in the external market. And that is what the cost of quality is all about. In very simple words, we would like to understand here what it takes to do this calculation and what are the various costs which is taken into account to do this calculation altogether. So, of course, the benefits of testing are offset by the quality cost, a means of quantifying the total cost of quality related efforts and defects is called as cost of quality, where cost of quality involves classifying project and operational costs into four categories related to product defect cost, which are defect prevention cost, appraisal cost, the internal failure cost, and finally the overall external failure cost. The defect prevention cost is the cost of all activities that are planned and proactive to prevent poor quality, which includes like qualification of the developers for their tasks such as training in the creation of maintainable or secure code, reviewing the test bases as early as possible, and appropriate communication within the team, which is very straightforward to understand that we are also taking all the prevention activity cost involved as a part of this calculation. So all those preventive measures, which is like hiring a right resource, properly training them, like organizing training for these resources and making a kind of static testing at the right point of time in the early in the life cycle is all considered to be a part of preventive cost. The second important thing is, of course, appraisal cost. The appraisal cost is, of course, the cost of all activities aimed at defect detection, which certainly includes performing static testing and dynamic testing and reviewing the work products. So in simple words, one is to prevent the defects to happen, which is by preparing ourselves and being ready for the activities what we are supposed to perform. On the other hand, the appraisal cost is the activities which we perform in order to identify the defects. Here we can say the review and the executions of the test levels with various test types could all be included as a part of the appraisal cost, because these are the activities which directly help us identify the required amount of defects. The third option here, of course, is to talk about the internal failure cost. The cost of all reactive activities, that is like fixing defect found during testing, providing workarounds, would all be considered into that, which is like the amount of rework which we do in order to resolve these problems which we have identified would all be put into the internal cost. And finally, the fourth one is, of course, to talk about the external failure cost. That is the cost of all non-value added and reactive activities, where example includes the loss of either revenue, assets, human health, human life, or the environment, legal costs related to defect fixing, testing, deployment, and support because of defective product being delivered to the customer, which is certainly post release and fixing field defects that is flagged by the customers. So in simple word, If you notice that we are talking about all that consequences which can happen if you release a defective product in the market, and the consequences can be related to legal, can be related to health of people, can be over even the life of people, and there are no amount which can be decided for that. Sometimes it could be very expensive, and certainly by investing some amount of money in performing testing, you can reduce this by a large amount, maybe by 500 to even 600%. So in simple words, all we are trying to say that the cost of prevention, cost of appraisal, and cost of detection can all be taken into account as the overall cost of testing, which can be reduced in terms of the overall cost of external failure. And we see how much we can invest in the terms of testing that the overall cost of external failure can be reduced. And that is how we will be looking forward to understand more in our next tutorial, that what is the calculations behind the cost of quality. How exactly does it get measured, and what are the significant approaches which can be followed in order to define the best cost of quality. Further to add here, of course, the total appraisal cost and internal cost of failure are usually significantly less than the external failure cost. This, therefore, makes testing extremely valuable. By determining the cost in these four categories, the test manager can create a convincing business case for testing. So, simple way to just talk about what exactly a test manager has to do here. So, when a project is being done, we need to tell them that the cost of testing is cheaper than the external failure, and have to come up with those numbers which can help the customer understand that if you invest X amount of money, you can save X minus something in the external failure. Okay, so we are reducing your cost of market failure by performing testing prior to release. So that's a very straightforward and to the point introduction to cost of quality and the various costs being considered here. In the next tutorial, we'll be talking in detail that how does it get measured and what could be a sample example of this calculation. So that's all from this particular tutorial team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for watching the video team, and happy learning.